How can virtual and augmented reality transform small in smart cities? Hello, I'm João Monsanto, and all my life I worked in advertising agencies. Now I'm CEO of LARM, a company specialized in communication, ideas, and content creation using virtual and augmented reality. In the last few years, we work a lot in application using this augmented reality in tourism, art, showbiz, brand, and media. Everything that involves communication. Somewhere here speaking with someone there. And in tourism, the matter that we are talking about today, companies like us are very important to help local districts. Why? The small districts are the ones that have suffered more than any other places with COVID-19 limitations. And now VR should open the door to augmented reality, amplify and orientate local offer and create new opportunities. That's what we are going to see. Thank you. First, you can show people the places they are going to visit. How? Using virtual reality. And how can we do that? With two main tools. First, with drones, showing the 360 view from the skies, and then with cameras 350, but on the ground, not photographic, but filming the life, filming people, and showing the incredible environment that small district has to offer to everybody that comes to visit. Now, when the tourist goes there to the place, it's very important that he see incredible things. So, what will we going to offer him? First, the location, the place where he stands, the place where he can visit. That's the first, the maps. You can see a lot of maps. All of them are just perfect. You must orientate the user to the places you want him to visit. And then you must have someone to speak with him. You must create characters, incredible characters in 2D or 3D or even persons, real persons, filmed in chroma in studio. But really offer persons that can speak to them. Then you must rebuild things, rebuild places. And at the end, what really happens is you can transform a stone into a castle and the castle into a fairy tale. And it's the magic of augmented reality. Hello, Roberto. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure and welcome. And before we start, can I make you just a small question? Please explain us what is Nest.
Hi, João. Hello, everyone. Thanks for inviting me for your to be part of your presentation. Well, Nest is the tourism innovation center in Portugal. It is a group of 8 founders. One of which is Turismo de Portugal, so the quintessence of knowledge of Turismo, together with other big players in the area of mobility, of banking, of digitalization, such as Microsoft and Google, which are our part of our founders. And the whole mission is actually to promote the innovation and the adoption of the technology throughout the industry and the value chain. Our mission is to support the SMEs, being those small and medium-sized companies. The big part of the composition of the value of the industry itself. To give you a number, 25% of the value is made of companies with less than 10 people. So we really need to, in order to develop, we need to address to those needs of skills and capabilities in order to transit in this digital economy. So the Innovation Center aims actually to support this group of companies in order to become much more future-oriented and adopt innovation and technology.
Thank you. And what's your opinion about AR and VR apps on the development of local tourism?
I think AR, VR is a massive tool, especially for promotion and also for immersive experiences. So given that we have the opportunity and part of our strategy to develop local tourism, so mostly in the interior of Portugal, there's huge opportunity to develop content there. And AR, VR can be part of the leveraging the whole cultural and history that exists out there, and make the tourists they are actually nowadays looking for immersive experiences and searching for things they will not find elsewhere. And we are very fruitful on that content in Portugal. So we have not such a big country, but in all regions you'll find very exquisite elements of culture, on gastronomy, on history, that are really worth it to be presented. And most of that content is actually inaccessible. And AR, VR can be a tremendous tool in order to bring it up and present it to tourists.
Okay, very well, thank you. And with your experience and knowledge, knowing that the quality of virtual reality is improving a lot, do you think that virtual visits to places increase or decrease the physical visit to those places?
I have a very, very healthy relationship with digitalization and the technology. I think they ultimately they will only survive if they are at the experience of human benefits. And one of the most relevant ones is the connection between people. And it is about, and actually what people are searching for in traveling more than ever is immersive experiences, is actually feeling and seeing the life through the eyes of the locals. So I think it will never replace the opportunity for you to be really out there, to sit out in a place in Portugal and smell the breeze of the Atlantic, and the restaurant grilling fish and people around which you can have a nice chat and actually make a comment of how beautiful the sunset is. So all of those things, they are the memories and what's memorable about traveling. I do believe that VR, AR brings up a lot of opportunities on the promotion side, for example. The more you know, the more intrigued or curious you are about a culture, the more likely you are to go out and search more for it. And that may play a very valuable role once you are deciding for destination A or destination B. And also it is a way in order to absorb the reality with more, let's say, features and layers that one can have with its own capacities, human capacities. So it can increase the experiences and make, again, traveling memorable. So I totally see the benefits. I don't believe it's a threat. I think well used is a very potential tool in order to actually attract more and the right tourists to Portugal.
Okay, Roberto, thank you very much for your contribution. It was very useful. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Hello, Vizela is a small district at the north of Portugal, near Oporto, with a lot of history and local culture. I have with me Hugo Vitor Salgado, the mayor, and thank you for being here. And let me make you a question. Did augmented reality change the global notion of Vizela heritage?
Hello. Yes, change a lot. This is another solution that we can use to do tourism. That's a solution innovative, and it can do one experience unique. This is an experience completely different.
Okay, thank you. And we know that tourism is very important for small districts, mainly in Portugal. How did this app, Vizela REI, change the tourism offer in your district?
It's changed a lot. It's very different. Vizela don't have so much people, so much things to receive our tourists. And when we find this solution, we can forget the traditional way and do it in another way. You can do a unique experience with one person alone, one family, and every moment they decide to do it.
What experience from the 15 that users have, that users can use and has in the app is your favorite?
I like a lot my experience because all 15 experience start with experience with the mayor, trying to say a little of Vizela. I like that a lot, but I like so much the experience with one person. It's very important to Vizela because she created Bolinhol. Bolinhol, it's a traditional cake of Vizela, and the person who created Bolinhol is one person who belongs to my family, and that's very important for me and for us and for Conselho de Vizela.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, and I hope that everybody that are seeing us don't miss the opportunity to visit your beautiful district as soon as possible and taste Bolinhol. It's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's very wonderful. We're waiting for all in Vizela.
Okay, now we are at the end. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that now more than ever VRIR companies join small district and together make a new offer to everybody, and be healthy, and thank you very much. You have my contacts. I'm at your disposition for everything you need. Thank you. Bye. See you soon.